what the friendship thing
Let's
is.
see. Okay, there we go. Look like we're live, woman.
Hold on.
Yeah, you said you was ready.
Yeah, but okay.
You said you was ready.
I am, but you told me.
You hit the record button.
Huh, baby?
I had to hit my record button real quick.
Okay.
All right, so let's do this the right way. I'm Robert. This is Kyra.
You caught me off guard that time, so okay. I'm Kyra.
You're not supposed to interrupt.
And we are 1, 2, 3. Let's do it that way. Maybe we should start doing it that way. Say it together. Evenly yoked.
I'm Robert. This is Kyra. We're evenly yoked.
Y'all, you can be petty. We was just talking about this.
No, we just want to do things the proper way and the right way.
In the right way.
Yeah, everything should be in decency and in order.
That is what
Ain't that what you used to say all the time?
No, it's not what I used to say. That's what I still say. That's what it should be. God is not the God of confusion. So, yes.
Fair enough. Anyway, today, it's been on everybody's internet, especially the sports internet, talking about M.A. Udoka and how the head coach for the Boston Celtics, and how he was having, I guess, what appears to be multiple affairs and stuff like that. I don't think all the facts are completely out
all
yet.
The facts haven't come out
but, yet. It's clear that some stuff was going on. That's number one. And,
I told them to close that door.
So, he had his situation with Nia Long getting rocked right now. So, and then, get suspended and all of that.
Yeah, they suspended him too.
Yeah. And then Shaq chimed in on it the other day. I thought he had a really good perspective. So that's one of the main things I wanted to cover as far as today is concerned. But, woman, what is your perspective as far as what you've already heard on all of these things as far as M.A. Udoka, the head coach?
M.A. So how do you say his name again? Because, I don't want to say it wrong.
M.A., I think I-M-E, M-A.
And we might be saying it wrong, y'all. We
Udoka?
apologize.
I think I'm saying it just right. I'm saying it the American way.
But he probably thinks he's saying it the American way.
Yeah, son.
Do you need us now?
Son is interrupted. Come on over since you came in anyway. Come on over.
Okay. Yeah.
Say hello to the people.
Got his school closed.
Hey people, bye. Make sure them doors are closed.
Close
Man.
the door.
Hey, take it with you. Take it with you.
That's my.
Sorry.
Lamario, take it with you.
Close the door, you guys.
Bye. Close the door. Such is the parenting
They
life.
say it's live.
Yeah, this is live.
It's all
Such is the
way
parenting life.
live.
Well, live chat. So what's your perspective on what you've heard so far, Ben?
Okay, so it's sort of, I don't know. So my perspective is two ways. It's first off, we don't condone, cheating when it's not consensual, like you didn't say.
Consensual. So there's such.
Like,
that's interesting.
Hold on.
Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So all I'm saying is, like, if you say, hey, we can have multiple partners type thing.
Oh.
Or if we're saying, we can, some relationships do that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
To each his own. That's y'all business.
Right.
But so that's not good. That's not dope, on that side. But then on the spectrum of him being suspended, that seems like it might be a bit much because, like, we know he's not the first. It's still going on.
What's against the rules?
And he's not the last. But suspending him for how long did they suspend him and stuff like that? Like
a year.
Yeah, like for a year. I think the duration is a bit much, is what it seems to be. So, or maybe they're trying to, how they try to make an example out of somebody, and I think he might be one that's being made an example out of. But I don't think that's fair. But It seems like one of the videos that I watched of Nia Long, I mean, I don't know, maybe she hasn't said anything much, but like she said when she was talking about Will and Jada, what people decide to do, in their marriage, and that's their business. And, she said, what did she say? She said something like, it's hard to be in committed relationships, especially when you're busy and stuff like that. So I don't think this was something totally like, oh, he's cheating on me to her.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because it got out,
Right.
that's a different story. That's sort of where I'm coming from.
Okay, well that's cool. Let's take a listen to what Shaq had to say, and let's also give you like an overall breakdown of the story.
Yeah, and then we gotta see. Let's see. See what you think.
The Ime Udoka suspension has rocked the NBA world. The Boston Celtics recently suspended Udoka for the entire 22-23 season for having an intimate relationship with a female employee of the Celtics. Details on the whole situation have been vague at best, and the NBA world has been actively trying to find any...
So, let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
The female employee, did she get suspended?
I don't think she did yet. You know, they were doing the whole protect all women thing when it came to...
No.
And they were still trying to treat this brother like he was, you know, like he assaulted this woman or something.
No, they said it was...
As far as the things I've seen on TV.
Well, from what I've heard is that it was mutual. So why didn't she get fired?
I think she's not. What I keep hearing is that a lot of people seem to think that she's related to somebody, like she's married to somebody else that's, I guess, a high up in the organization or something like that. And
that's why all this is going down for him.
Yeah, that's what seems to be kind
because
of
but though, never mind. Okay, let's go.
information on the matter that they can in light of the suspension. While there's likely still a lot of information we don't know about Udoka's suspension, we do know that his suspension and investigation has resulted in him getting caught cheating on his fiancée, actress Nia Long. Udoka has widely been criticized for his handling of the situation, and many people are confused as to why the Celtics head coach would pull such a stunt. One person who believes he can understand is Shaquille O'Neal. O'Neal hasn't been shy in admitting that he's cheated frequently throughout his life and has said on numerous occasions that he regrets it deeply. When speaking about Udoka's situation, O'Neal labeled himself as a serial cheater before saying that he hopes everyone involved in the ordeal finds resolution and doesn't lose their families in the same way that he did as a result of his cheating ways. I was a serial cheater. I did it. I was the best at it, and I'm not proud of it. I lost my family doing it. I lost valuable, important years of my children from doing it, said Shaq. While pretty much everyone has come for Udoka's head here, and reasonably so, O'Neal takes a different route in addressing the situation. He realizes he's done similar things in the past and can't condemn Udoka for doing similar things. O'Neal admits now that cheating cost him a lot, and he hopes that the same doesn't happen to Udoka, although that doesn't seem likely to happen. Shaq always tries to keep it real when discussing the NBA, and he does so perfectly here. There's no sense supporting Udoka's actions, but O'Neal can't bash him for his actions either. Instead, he offers an outlook of its impact on his life and wishes happiness and resolution to all involved. It's interesting to hear someone speak this way about the incident after the universal outpouring of negativity towards Udoka. O'Neal is straightforward with his prior mistakes and lays out the impact it has had on him. Unfortunately, it appears his message will likely make its way to Udoka too late, as the Celtics head coach could find himself in even more trouble if there is more information on this matter that the public doesn't know about yet. And this might...
Yeah, it seems to be that a lot of information is yet to be uncovered that we don't know much about. But I wanted to cover that particular part because I wanted to go over what Shaq was saying about the great cost that it cost him. You know, about how he lost a lot of years with his family and his kids. And I know the video that I watched more specifically with Shaq actually speaking, he was going on and on about saying how, you know, one of the biggest things he misses is, you know, all his kids running up to him when he first come in the house and stuff like that. He said he's gotten years of that taken away from him just from you know, being selfish in his time. And then you know, the house that he bought, he said, I bought that house for my family and I don't have a family. You know,
is he still in the same house?
I don't know if he was if he's still in the same house now, but that's the house he was referring to, the house he bought for him and his family. Mm-hmm. And you know, it cost him that. You know, it destroyed his situation. And you know, a lot of times we get a little bit short-sighted because we want, you know, short-term pleasure. Right. But you know, these types of things happen. You know, we get caught up in these situations, and then and we don't always weigh everything completely out. But I think that's good. Right. I think that's a good point that Shaq was making as far as that's concerned, and coming at this brother from a point of compassion. Because I saw when I was watching ESPN, a lot of especially some of the women was really out to attack him. I can't remember that lady's name, but it was one lady. She was she was real bad. She was kind of vitriolic to this man, as if he did something to her. And matter of fact, I'll look it up if my wife.
Well, I think because sometimes as women, we get emotional, and it might not be that you're doing it to me, but somebody else has did it to me, so it stings when you don't heal from something and things, or and somebody pours salt in it, or somebody touches the wound, it hurts.
I believe that.
And and I think usually sometimes that's what happens. So yeah, I think it's good that Shaq did what he did. Like he said, hey, his PR company, and he knows how to speak now. Don't go on either or. You work for the NBA. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't know totally if that's, if he works for them or what, but.
And this was when Stephen A. Smith was talking to Malika Andrews. Boy, she was going in on this brother. And maybe we'll cover that at a later time. I'll try and look one video up, see if we can see what it is real quick.
So what do you think about the whole situation that's going down?
I think it's unfortunate. The other unfortunate part is that it's relatively common. So these types of things happen regularly in every industry. I can't count how much of it I see, and I work in a factory. So, I mean, it happens all the time, unfortunately.
Right. So I think it's about the duration and the severity of how they're punishing this man.
Right.
I think that is a bit much, but he does deserve, and I mean they both deserve, because if it's a rule, it's both of y'all. Like y'all both deserve it. But the thing you gotta understand too. Anybody, like we just told our kids today, I am fully capable of being in control of my healthy mind and body.
That's right.
Your mind and your body has to tell you, first off, she married or he married, and then if they work there, or if they're at a, what stance there or what position they hold or something, don't make stupid decisions. We have to be conscious of the decisions we're making. And so yeah, I'm holding him accountable for that, because I don't know who she is or where she at or anything like that. You have to learn how to think with the right head.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's even with women. We gotta learn how to think with the right emotions, not just the one that says, "Oh my God, it feels so good the way he touching me right now." Yeah, okay. But what about the emotion of when, after everything else? So, yeah, he should have. And I don't know the culture of the young lady or anything of that sort. So, but we just, this I call all of us kings. So. He may not have been behaving like a king, but this king, he made a bad decision,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was about to say, there she go. I was about to say, you can't find this woman on the internet right now, see? But look at that expression they called it.
They call it a good expression, right?
Friend, this isn't a hate on Malika Andrews party. We're just going to analyze
some sort.
Joe Mazzulla will be the
it's okay
interim
to be
head
for
coach here. You can see his
empowerment of women, but not at the fall of men, or not at the bashing and fall of black men and men in general. That's not okay.
Mazzulla was arrested twice at West Virginia, once in 2008 for underage drinking and aggravated assault.
She went all the way back to all that?
Paid a fine, and then again in 2009 for domestic battery after an incident at Morgantown Bar. The domestic battery case never went to trial. It was settled in August of 2009. He paid a $100 fine.
Do you think it would have been acceptable if
it's going to be a problem the entire...
Said no. And my whole thing is that was had with Ime Udoka and one of these women, it was consensual, meaning that this woman actually played a part in it too. So my thing is, yes, Ime Udoka was wrong. We get that. His punishment, he deserved that, and whatever else follows, I hate it for him, but he put himself in this position. But why are the other people getting left off the hook?
Well,
that's the problem that I have right now. Everybody got to be held accountable.
I think that we need to circle back to what Shanae said, is that there was a investigation that was conducted by an independent law firm here, and I think that transparency is what will rule the day here. And so without having all of the information, it is unfair and irresponsible of us to go and to speculate on that, because what we have to...
Well, I'm not speculating.
Sure.
I have the information. I'm not speculating.
But what we have to go with here is the fact that an independent law firm came in, did this investigation, and the facts that they were presented, they came to the conclusion that Ime Udoka violated a policy that warranted a 1-year suspension. And I share your frustration with the lack of transparency, while understanding that there is some things that they need to, from a legal perspective, keep private. But knowing all of that, understanding all of that, we have to come to the conclusion that whatever rule, the conduct that was broken on one side, it is not the same on the other side. I thank you for your perspective.
The last thing I want to mention is notice how...
Yeah, that's not true. It's not that the conduct wasn't on the other side. But the reason why she's saying that is because they're saying that because a law firm came in, they're trying to almost spin it like maybe it wasn't consensual.
Yeah, that's the perspective she's coming from.
She's coming from the place of...
Well, you know, Kendrick Perkins is of the Boston Celtics. He's probably got a few,
right. He's
a few people he can still talk to about that.
Right.
So he probably got the information, like he said.
But it's also said
but she wasn't trying to hear it.
But they didn't talk. They didn't even talk to the players.
Nah.
So a lot of this has not been let out, you know. And that's the thing too. We have to wait and see what all is gonna come out.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to, this video is not about her, and hopefully we don't get no, copyright claim because we played the ESPN stuff just now. But the video wasn't about her, but she's an interesting character. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk about her at a later date. She's ESPN's resident feminist right now. So.
What do you mean resident feminist? What does that mean?
She's believe all women types.
Well, no, I hope there's not women. Well,
no, you think it ain't women that just want to believe all women? I think if you didn't have 3 boys, you'd be one of them kind of women. No,
I wasn't really raised like that.
Okay, fair enough.
Fair enough. Because the way we were raised too was that if you did wrong, you did wrong. There were situations where myself or my sisters have put ourselves in situations, and it wasn't what he did or what da da da. It was, hey, what you do. Okay. So no, I don't. I think this new "no woman is wrong" thing. I don't know where this coming from.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, because it was if you wrong, you wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is is this a new era thing?
That's the whole Me Too.
2000s.
That's the Me Too. Let's believe all women.
Is it believe all women though?
They have literally made campaigns on that.
There's this guy called Terry Crews. He's a gentleman that was talking about Me Too.
Yeah, he was talking about that too.
So he's a man.
We had to believe him too.
But he's a man.
All that junk he doing.
But he's a man.
Yeah, he's a man.
Just saying.
Anyway, we'd like for you guys to comment, like, and subscribe.
Comment, like, subscribe. We want to know what you're thinking about.
What are your thoughts on this?
What are your thoughts,
Yeah. About Ime Udoka, what he's done to his woman, Nia Long. That they got one kid together. She got one kid from
and that's
another
the biggest
guy.
thing. You got, like I said, this young
tearing
kid,
up families. I think Shaq was right, man.
Shaq was so right.
It's hard for us guys out here, man. It's hard. I'm sure it's hard for the women too. But, we all got to try to do our best, to be our best, and to honor our commitments.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Anything else you want to add?
No. Good job.
All right.
We'll see y'all.
All right. Peace.